everyone, this is Kedra with NyxMoonOracle, and today I'm bringing you a special reading. I've done a reading about Kurt Cobain, and I've had a lot of requests for different people that have passed, different celebrities that have passed on, but I ask in advance to see if they want to do it. I meditate on it, and I'll get strong yes or no. And one of the top people was Princess Diana, Jim Morrison, and Prince, and Elvis Presley. Prince came back a resounding no, and Diana was a beautiful, lovely, sweet yes, and Jim Morrison was a hell yes. So I will be doing Princess Diana today, the People's Princess, and Jim Morrison, I believe, this coming Sunday. So I'll be doing those for my past lives reading, celebrity past lives readings. So I wanted to start this off. I'm going to put the timestamp below if you wanted to skip past this and go straight to the reading, but I wanted to give you a little background. I grew up, my family's from Wales. My mother was born in Wales, and the royal family was really big in my family. And being growing up in the 80s, Princess Diana was huge. She was huge up until the day she left this earth. But what makes this reading really special to me is while I was meditating with her yesterday, I carried with me, I predicted her death to my best friend within hours of her passing. And it freaked my best friend out because she was with me, staying over with me really late that night. And when the news came on, it freaked her out because I had just said it hours before while we were eating pizza. So I've always carried this guilt with me because this is not the first person this has happened to me with. I've done this with several people to the point where my family's like, don't say anything like that around me or about me, because they freak out a little bit about it, jokingly, but I know deep down they mean it. And so I kind of keep that's always right under my skin because I do feel that often to just say something, but ever since Princess Diana, I don't do that anymore. And while meditating with her yesterday, I asked, what kind of reading she wanted to do, what she wanted to talk about, if she wanted to talk with me. And the cards came out, and I took pictures of them. I will insert these at the end of the reading. I took pictures of of the cards to remind me of the message she gave me. I'm sorry, my throat chakra is closing up. I'm not sick or anything. It's just painful. It's something I've carried ever since I predicted, her passing. I felt really guilty for it. I know that's silly, but it is something because it wasn't the first time that had happened. And she pretty much said, and you'll be able to see at the end through the cards, that it was her time to go. It was divine timing. This had nothing to do with my prediction, not to blame myself, and, to let it go. This was her ascension. This was her time to go. This was divine timing, what happened here. So, with that said, this reading is very special to me. I'm not going to do anything like gossipy or juicy. Something may come up that she wants to talk about, but I'm just keeping it respectful, letting her speak, letting the cards kind of dictate where we go. So with that said, Spirit, everything has been saged, protected, and cleared of all negative energy, and I'm ready to get this started. Spirit and Princess Diana, People's Princess, I would like to see some topics that you would like to discuss and get some messages from you. It can be whatever you want to talk about, whatever's on your mind, whatever you would like to pass on to the watchers. Friendship. Psychic abilities. Answers. All right. My initial interpretation, this is why I giggled when this came out, I felt like she wants me to make peace with my psychic abilities because of what I just said, that I've carried pain of predicting her passing with my friend, and I've always felt guilty. And I really feel like this is her answer to say, you know what, make peace with what happened. You didn't cause this. So let's see. I also hide a lot of my psychic abilities from people. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm sorry I left while you were young. This is definitely to her children. I feel like she left them with answers. Questions, and she can't give them answers. I'm sorry. I was getting other messages with this. She's sorry she left her children while they were young and growing up with so many questions that they needed answers for. On the bottom of the deck was, I did not expect to leave. I'm gonna get one more. One more, Diana, please. What else would you like to say? Happiness is not a betrayal of me. Please take care of yourself on the bottom of the deck. I really feel like for those of you that are so beloved to her, for her children, for her family, I feel like she doesn't want you to feel bad for being happy. It's not that you are going to betray her. I'm also feeling that even for Charles, that him moving forward, you know, getting remarried, any of her boyfriends that she had after Charles, that they're moving forward, and or their children, family that are moving on and growing and feeling happy. This is what she wants. She wants everyone to be happy, and it's not a betrayal to take care of yourself. Yes, she left. She didn't expect it. It was unexpected, and she is very sorry that she left while the boys were young. Other family members that were young as well. Leaving them with so many questions that they needed answers to. But for them to take care of themselves and be happy. And it's not a betrayal of her to move on and be happy. Don't feel bad about being happy or living your best life. She doesn't want anyone to carry over this pain. And this is actually for me. You know, she wants me to make friends with my psychic abilities and know that it was not my fault, as per our conversation yesterday. Thank you, Diana. Diana, I'd like to go into, how did you see yourself while you were here on Earth? I mean, or how did you see yourself here on Earth in general? How did you see yourself on Earth? She who frees. Carly, liberation, unrestrained, and free. Oh my gosh, that even looks like her. Yeah, she took the chains off of her. She had chains on. She wanted to be liberated. She wanted to be free. She wanted to be unrestrained. And when she did have cuffs on her, she finally stepped into her power and took off those chains. This reminds me of Elsa, the Into the Unknown. I know I just did a reading about Into the Unknown, about this the other day, where Elsa came in. Into the unknown. Diana was going into the unknown when she broke these chains. But she had to free herself. She required being free because that's how she was before she was, married and into that institution. She needed to be herself to be free. I'm going to go into one more. I'm sending her a message in my head. Let's see what comes out. Thank you. I asked the question, telepathically to her, I asked how she felt towards the end of her time on Earth, and how she felt the world saw her. On the bottom of the deck was this. So this is she who battles. Justice, fierce commitment, and then she who enfolds. Swathed, embrace, and self-care. She was freeing herself. And she fought hard for her freedom. She fought the press. She fought her own personal battles. She had to battle for her freedom, because she had to take care of herself. And no matter what she was going through, she showed love, she showed grace, she showed beauty. She was the people's princess. And they know it. They saw this unfolding right in front of them, that this woman was freeing herself. This caged bird needed to be free. Battled, gossip, battled gossip, battled the family, battled inner demons, battled guilt, battled betrayal. But she embraced it. She knew what it was about. Tell me more about this, Diana. What was the hardest? What lessons did you learn going through all of this? Pride, self-awareness. She learned a lot about individuals that were self-centered and big egos. But she was also aware that she had a bit of this going on as well. She had an ego. She had a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. But that's one of the things within her that she battled, because she saw where it could eventually lead to, which would be controlling and manipulating and imprisoning people. I feel like this is not only just how she felt while she was married and after, but it was the dealing with the press and the gossip. It was like, why? She knew the truth. She knew what was going on. She knew who she was, but she was battling a bunch of, ego-driven people that were hungry for the latest story, the latest news, wanting to see her fall, wanting to see her run through the mud, but she was freeing herself from it. She was self-aware. She realized what was important, not the noise. All of this helped her see everything that she had to deal with and battle on her own individual level, without the press, without the notoriety, without the attention, without being a princess. All the stuff she had to deal with externally. She had to battle internally her own things that you and I go through. And she had to embrace, who she was, how she was, what she needed to do, what she loved, how she felt, so she freed herself. She felt like the life she was living was a lie. Can you tell me about this, Diana? Diana, tell me about this ego awareness, some of the things you went through, experience. Mischievous behavior. People creating stories is what I'm hearing. People creating, adding fuel to the fire, creating just havoc. Sneaky behavior. This is something that weighed on her heavily, is people lying and creating things against her recklessly. This was something that really bothered her on this earth, was the reckless behavior of others, the egos, the lies. Oh, my heart just feels really heavy right now. The secrets, that she had to be secretive of who she was. She had to keep her identity a secret. So much of her had to remain a secret, but she also had to keep secrets. And secrets were kept from her as well. Ooh, that flew. Thank you. Like, they were really, there were people that were just obsessed with defaming her, almost obsessed with her downfall, her demise, It's almost like they created this storm that was going to eventually lead to her death anyway. That's what she felt like. She felt like their obsession was reckless and that dangerous. She felt she felt so many were disloyal to her. I'm hearing a song. Oh my gosh. I don't know the song. I've heard it in passing. I don't know the name of the song. It's by Elton John. And the reason it comes up is I saw this flame. You may want to Google a song by Elton John that something about legends never did. Candle in the Wind. There it is, right there. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. She felt like a candle in the wind. I'm gonna cry. She just didn't understand the meanness and the nastiness and the recklessness of people wanting to smear her, to lie, to just be secretive. She didn't understand. If they loved her so much, why would they behave this way? She felt like the press, the paparazzi were disloyal to her because they fed into this obsessive, reckless, mischievous behavior because she was getting it from within the royal family. And the press was just even more of an entity, I'm hearing. It was even more. It just exacerbated more of what she was already feeling. It was like she had the royal stuff, her marriage stuff. She knew people were disloyal, keeping secrets, but then putting the world's attention and the world's media and paparazzi, they were supposed to love this and protect this candle in the wind. But this entity of the media just compounded everything she had to go through. Like minute by minute, second by second, hunting, chasing, recklessly for the next lie, the next story, the next whatever they could make up. She thought when she freed herself she'd be free, but it was worse. It was worse. I'm really sorry. Give me some words with this, Diana. What did you want from me? That's what she's asking. The media. What did you want from me? What did you want from me? You wanted my demise. You wanted my downfall. You got it. You got it. You won. What did you want from me? What else, Diana? What did you want from me? Oof. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted. What did you want from me? You got it. You were reckless with me. You were obsessed with me. You were out for blood, out for my downfall and demise, disloyal to me. I hope you're happy. I'm hearing that I'm free from you now. I'm free. I'm liberated, unrestrained, not hunted. I have my freedom. Diana, tell me what you surrendered to here on earth and your final moments. What did you surrender? What did you surrender? Surrender unhealthy relationships. Letting go of relationships that don't serve you. Toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. That's the media. That is anyone who was out for her demise, that claimed they love her but was really out for her, the next big story, the next big trip, slip, fall, the chase. When her last day on earth, she surrendered. They won. They got what they wanted. You brought up your children earlier, Diana. Let's take this to a better place, okay? What would you like to tell them? How are you assisting them? How are you assisting your children here on earth? Oh, sorry. My light just moved and it scared me. Let me try to see if I can get this back up. Yeah, thank you. I'm really sensitive because the vibrations are so much right now. My ears are warm, my face is warm, and I'm a little sensitive right now. Tell me how you're assisting your children right now. Too many. Oh, that's so many too. Okay, let's see. There's a lot you have to say. God of reflections. The qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. I feel like she's assisting them in seeing not only, I'm hearing, yes, when you look at yourself and who you are and the positions you carry currently in this world, you see me. You see a legacy of others before you, but she really wants her kids to see themselves, who they are, really who they are, not what the world wants them to be, not what the media portrays them as, not what is expected of them, but who they are, what they want, their happiness. Angel of addiction healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. I feel like I'm hearing this is actually for Megan. I feel like, oh, I'm gonna cry. I feel like she is telling Megan, because this is a woman with blue eyes, this is a woman with brown eyes, and they're looking at each other and they're snakes. She's telepathically communicating with Megan. I've been through this. This is a cycle. We've both been surrounded by snakes, bitten by snakes, circled by snakes. But this is a time of transformation and healing. I feel like she approves that Megan has stepped away. I feel like she is sending her signals, her telepathic communication. Megan may or may not know this, but that Megan got away, just as Diana did. But now let's transform this. Let's heal this. Let's heal this. And don't become one of them. Don't succumb. Don't succumb. I'm with you. I'm with your children. I'm with my sons. I really feel that she admires Megan for not just leaving by divorcing out of the family, because she loves Harry. She loves her children. But she wasn't treated right, just like Diana. She was treated as the serpent coming into this family dynamic, and she was the serpent slithering out of it, and the media wanted payment. It was like they wanted a pound of flesh, I'm hearing. And that's what they're trying to do with Megan. I'm hearing also, know who you are. Know who you are. Don't succumb. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And God of the arts, the artist within you is about to emerge. I feel like there's that candle. I know Diana was very much into the arts. I don't know that personally. I just know I'm feeling that she really respected the arts, really respected artists, musicians, creatives. She's saying that this is a time in history for everyone to really see themselves and who they really are and wear it, create it, live it. Be the creator of your life, that artist. Let the artist emerge. Don't let anyone treat you like a candle in the wind. Don't succumb to the snakes. Remember when Surrender Unhealthy Relationships came out? That's her message to you as well. Don't be surrounded by these toxic situations and people. See yourself, let that artist emerge. And this is to her children, to Megan, and to you. And that's really beautiful. Thank you. Megan, how has it been since what do you realize now? What do you realize now that you've passed on to the other side? What do you realize about Diana here on Earth? What do you realize being there? What do you realize being there? Enlightenment. I feel like just knowing the cosmic and universal wisdom of creation, of why we're here, why it happened, you know, why we're put on this earth, that she has learned all of this. And she sees how really very small the earth is now, knowing how expansive she is, our souls are, that it's like we're all souls connected on this earth, right? And we are so much more than that. We are this universe around this tiny little rock with these tiny little creatures on it with ginormous problems and creating ginormous problems, creating so much pain. But she's enlightened to everything that she went through with the media, with, you know, all of that shadow energy that came out, all of that. For absolutely nothing. That we make it so big, that it was this huge, I'm just getting an image of a huge rock on her, a painful burden that she had to carry constantly worried about, constantly wrapped up in, constantly battling, having to free herself from battles and situations over and over. But she realized how very small these things are, that they're just experiences, but they were so monumental, yet we're so small, and we're still all connected and expansive, more than these bodies that keep us here. She said prisoner. Keep us prisoner. I wasn't going to say prisoner, but I need to say what she wants me to say. They keep us prisoner. That's beautiful. She's enlightened with the wisdom of the universe. She is one with the universe, and she sees how monumental our problems are to us. But if we just went within and knew we were a soul in a body, experiencing life for the universe as itself. What message would you like to give? Any more messages you would like to give the watchers or your children in their daily lives going forward? Between worlds, new directions. I feel like she's saying, oh, it happened again, my light. That never happens during readings, ever. Between worlds. I feel like she's between worlds right now. I feel like she is telling me, I'm going to clarify. Tell me more about this. Between worlds. I'm not going to say anything. Normally in a regular reading, I would say the messages I'm getting, but I'm just waiting for her to tell me where to go. See, clarification. Open intuition. And I'm going to get one more. Too many came out. One more. Just one. Thank you. Thank you. Meditation. Improvements require persistence. I feel like she's saying that she's between worlds in regards to, she is on the other side, but she has attachments here, which are her children and her grandchildren and the women that they love. She's between worlds. She's giving me a message here. She really wants the children, the grandchildren. Ooh, these want to come out and fly. Some part of me knew, which goes into the intuition. I'm hearing that some part of her knew. Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. I feel because of this open intuition, some part of me knew. I feel she's between worlds because she wants to give her kids answers and advice, and she sees things that they're going through, and that improvements require persistence, because I feel like she sees what she went through while she was on Earth. She sees her children going through the same things, and the children's wives being under the same scrutiny, the same, you know, I'm hearing face off, that they're like, she's showing me a chessboard. She's showing me like people being triangulated against one another. Let me look at this further. I'm going to go back to the card. She's showing me the card that came out with answers, because that one actually came out yesterday when I was speaking with her. This right here, this same card. I feel like she's telling her kids, as well as their wives, grandchildren, when they need clarification, when they need answers from her, to really use their intuition, go within, meditate. Don't listen to the noise, the sound, the ongoings of this little world. To free yourself from the reckless, disloyal, nasty, manipulative behavior of people on Earth. Use your higher knowledge, your intuition, and I will give you the answers. You can meet me there in meditation, in prayer, soul to soul. Some part of me knew. I feel they do see the kids looking for guidance. I do feel that they miss her, and they know, and she knows, and she knew that this behavior right here that she had to free herself from and battle against, all of this, she knew what was going to happen. Like, some part of her knew that she was going to be taken out of this world by the people that were hunting her down. I'm seeing a fox and a rabbit, and the rabbit, oh no, a wolf. Sorry guys, my phone just turned off out of the blue. Okay, so what I was getting an image of was a wolf and a rabbit, and the wolf and the rabbit, the wolf caught the rabbit and tore it to shreds. She knew that's, some part of her knew that was her fate, and to not blame themselves. This goes to people that she was close to, people that feel like they didn't do enough while she was here. She's saying very graciously, please don't blame yourself. But she knew. She had her intuitions as well about her fate. She knew. Some part of her knew. Of course, we don't want to believe that. But while I was waiting for my phone to turn back on, Diana wanted me to say this. Yes, this is directed towards Megan, but she's also saying this is directed towards, her children and Kate as well, to not succumb to this, that I'm with you. Seek me in meditation, in prayer, and I'm there. Because she knows the pressures of not only Kate, but also on the flip side, Megan as well. She has been the adored princess, and she's been the hunted princess. The hunted people's princess. She really emphasizes hunted. I'm going to just randomly get some things and see what, Diana, what else would you like to talk about? And then we'll go into afflicted. Chalk it up. What else, Diana? Chameleon. Ignorance is bliss. These are on the bottom of the deck coming out now. Bleeding heart. And bearer of gifts was in reverse. I feel like what Diana's saying is, look. She was afflicted by the press, and people are like, you know, this is what comes with the business. This goes for celebrities. This goes for anyone in public flame that, oh, poor them. They're so famous. They're so famous. They're so royal. They're so famous. They're rich. They're powerful. Just chalk it up. That's your celebrity. That's your fame. Paparazzi and them hunting you down is just how you're supposed to be. It comes with the territory. But she's like, that's not how it should be. That's being ignorant. You're making a right out of a wrong. You're making a right out of a wrong, chalking it up to afflicting people with pain and stress and trauma. And you're chalking it up to, oh, they're rich. It comes with the territory. So we get to hunt them down, and we get to make them crazy. We're going to cover our eyes and our ears to it. That's just how it is for the royals. Oh, poor them. She's saying she's not asking for pity or anything like that. She's saying, look, this is a problem with the media. This is a problem with the press and how it portrays people and lies to people, chases people, hunts people, that you have to be this chameleon. You can't be your real self because the media will destroy you. And people just turn a blind eye to it and chalk it up as that's part of the territory. And when you ignore it, you lose special gifts. Like we lost Diana. You lose people that help the world. She wanted to do more. She wanted to help more. She wanted to enjoy her life, but she wasn't able to do that. She wasn't able to do it, and people chalked it up to, that's okay, it comes with the territory. But she was in pain, and she says, I'm not the only one. My children and their spouses and my grandchildren are affected by this. My friends are affected by this. My loved ones are affected by this. People are affected by the media. And it's hurting people, and it's causing pain. And you are going to lose so many of the gifts of this world, the gifts that they can bring just by their mere existence. Wow, holy crap. Please forgive yourself for turning a blind eye. But something needs to be done. I'm counting on you to make amends and make it right. I'm counting on people to stop the hunting of my family, my friends, and other people that have media attention directed to them. Make it right. Forgive yourself for not making it right, but from this moment forward, make amends so that people can be able to be their authentic selves, show their true gifts, and bring their true gifts out into the world instead of hiding behind a facade, hiding behind what the media deems appropriate, marketable, money-worthy, wealth-worthy, status-worthy. Please forgive yourself. Now make amends. Thank you, Diana. What are some words that you would like to say? I'm going to close the reading out. I feel like her message is really strong. We all know what she's mainly concerned with at this moment. She wants us to be happy, spread happiness, spread joy, the joy of life. It doesn't need to be insurmountable pain and affliction and the hunting of people and the desecration of their name, their value. looking for the next big story. Find abundance and life and joy and happiness with your people, with yourself, with your family close to you, with your own eggs to grow and nurture, your ideas. Remember that artist within card. Don't be the chameleon, be the artist. Know your path. This can be a new beginning. Let this reading inspire you. Let this reading inspire you for a new beginning, for forgiveness and the courage and the inspiration for a new beginning on a new path of treating people kindly, treating people with dignity and respect, and the pursuit of happiness is what she says, the pursuit of their own happiness, not being, where did I put those? Hang on just a moment. Oh, here they are. The pursuit of their own happiness. Hang on, I have to find the cards that I took out. Hang on just a moment. Okay, I found them. I had put them over here. So let's go into this. Have the courage for this new path. Listen to the answers that I'm giving you right now. Have the courage. Forgive yourself, came out twice. Be inspired. Forgive yourself. Have the courage. Listen to these answers and make a new path, a new beginning towards the right and the pursuit of people's happiness. This hunting and stalking and canceling and desecration and lies, it is nothing in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't have to be this way. I'm watching this go down, and this is not as mountainous as people are making it. I'm watching this. I'm watching people just be disloyal, obsessive, when all there is friendship. There's a new road to happiness. There's a new road to happiness and friendship in this circle of life. Connecting with spirit, connecting with loved ones that have passed, connecting to who you really are in your pursuit of happiness. She's saying, bring your gifts to the world, help change the world. Don't be reckless with your gifts. Don't be reckless with how you treat people. The lying, the being secretive, disloyal. Fight. Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right. This is not right. Don't be the chameleon. Let me find it. Be the artist. Let the artist within emerge and be that flame. Be that eternal flame, not a candle in the wind. Because you are an eternal flame. You are a soul in a body having experience for spirit on this plane, on this world, on this tiny little world. It doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so hard and cold-hearted and mean and reckless. There are so many gifts each of us have. Let's bring them out. Let's have the courage to change it all. To change it all for your path, humanity's path, and your children's path. Have the courage to be kind, is what she's leaving me with. Help. Can you tell me, Diana, how we can heal as a world? How we can heal from the media, causing so much destruction and pain? How can we heal one another and ourselves? Seek alternatives. There's an alternative way. What's going on now in the world and what happened with her is not the way. Be kind, be friendly. Don't damage one another. Heal each other. The alternative, you can look at this as this fairy is damaging this fairy, or you can flip it and say this fairy is healing this fairy. Don't damage. Heal. Number 4, create a firm foundation in our earth, on our earth. Have compassion for one another, for our earth, from creatures great and small. Compassion for our earth, compassion for one another, despite what we look like, despite how we feel, despite where we are, what season we're in, how old we are, our outer shells. Have compassion for one another. We're all one being. We're all one being, experiencing different lifestyles for that being. And have unconditional love of self, of other souls, no matter what color, ideals, beliefs. Let it be compassionate and kind. Unconditional love, because your unconditional love can melt the coldest heart, is what she said. Unconditional love, your unconditional love of yourself and others can melt the coldest heart and change a heart of stone into a warm, loving, beating heart. One more, please. Find the hidden blessings in one another. Find the hidden blessings in one another and respect one another. Find the hidden blessings in my passing. Find the hidden blessings in this reading. Find the hidden blessings in yourself, your situations, respecting what happened, but having the courage. 3 and 4 is 7, having courage to move forward and change. Be the change. Respect the change. And do it respectfully with kindness, compassion, and healing, and unconditional love of self. Everything is a blessing and a lesson. What are we going to do about it? I think I'm going to get... What else? I see things differently now. I am so proud of you. I will show you some signs and synchronicities. I feel like she shows her children and people that love her signs and synchronicities. I know before this reading I was getting signs and synchronicities from her as well. She sees things differently now. She knows what we really are. She knows how problematic we are, I'm hearing. But it doesn't need to be like this. She's proud of us. I feel like she can see, if we take this path of compassion and unconditional love, I feel that she sees that what could be, the potentials. I mean, the potentials and parallels are limitless. She's proud of you for being that eternal flame, being the change that this world needs, seeing humans as humans, respecting all life, respecting all blessings. She sees things differently now because she is unconditional love. And her saying she's proud of you, she's proud of her kids, she's proud of us as humans, because she knows we have it within us to change. It all starts with us. It all starts with us. I'm going to get a final message, Diana. Oh, it didn't have this deck out, but I'm going to go ahead and get it. This will be our final message with Diana. I'm going to shuffle them just to give them some fresh energy. She feels very strong about how we're treating each other, how she's been treated, how her children are being treated, how her grandchildren will be treated, how humanity is treating each other, and it all is surrounded by media. It is fed by media, is what she's saying. But we can change that, and it starts with unconditional love. If we don't feed it, it won't grow. If we don't feed it, it won't grow. Wow. Thank you. Diana, what are some last words you would like to say? Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. To grow and find love. Every opportunity is an opportunity to grow and find love. To free yourself. To free yourself. To surrender anything that is toxic and unhealthy for you. To see yourself. See yourself, not be the chameleon. It goes back to this card right here. This unconditional love. Respect. Hidden blessings. See how she's looking within? It's like she's looking down on us. These two cards are very similar. They're two different decks. She's watching the world unfold. And she's saying, every situation that I see and that you see is an opportunity to find love. Where's the love? The unconditional love. Vibrate love. Find the hidden blessings. It starts with compassion, choosing the path to authentic self and happiness, seeing the alternative instead of a positive alternative instead of a negative. Have the courage for this change. Forgive. Be inspired for this new beginning. This new beginning can happen, and it starts within. And she sees this. She really does not want to talk about gossipy things, I'm hearing. That's a no. No gossipy things. She wanted to talk about her children. She wanted to talk about how we treat each other, which actually goes hand in hand with Diana. She is the people's princess. She cares about the people, and she wants us to do better than hunting people down. Her life was cut short from being hunted down. And we can make a change in how we treat people, how we treat celebrities, how we gossip about one another in a horrible way, how we talk about one another, how we are. So I'm going to leave you, the watcher, with a divine door. Can you give me a divine door, Diana? I wasn't going to do this, but I feel like what divine door is opening for humanity? What has opened for you? What would you like to say? What divine door would you like to talk about today to close this reading with? And I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you coming to visit with me yesterday and today. What divine door would you like to speak of? A stranger's grace. Wow. Wow. It's been the whole theme of how we treat each other. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a stranger. What came out earlier, I'm just going to touch this real quick. This came out early. She wasn't given grace by strangers. They created lies, said it was part of being a princess. People were disloyal, obsessed with her, the latest gossip, the juicy stuff, her demise, her downfall, even the reporting of her death. She wasn't shown grace. I'm going back far into the cards. See this? Pride and ego, the self-centeredness, the ego-driven. She's saying, ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a stranger. Instead of acting out of ego, show grace. Show grace to your fellow man. That's the door she wants you to open. A loving, kind stranger. Don't live in ego. Don't live in fear. And ego is one that needs to be right, needs to know. She's saying you don't need to know. No one needed to know about my life. No one needs to know about my children's lives. Not this way. It can be done kindly, lovingly, sweetly. Not this way. Let's not be this way to one another. And if somebody is telling you they're afflicted with pain because of other people, don't just chalk it up. Be kind and loving to them, even if you don't know them. I'm hearing from her, just because you hear something in the media, don't make a judgment and chalk it up to that's who that person is. Unless you sit down with them and you know firsthand. And then, what can you do with that? How can you help that person? I'm hearing, what business of it is yours in the first place? Last card, Diana. This is the one to close it out. That's it. A stranger's grace. Stranger's grace. I so appreciate this. We can change this around, she's saying. We can. She knows it. She's awakened to it. She knows how it works. We can change this around. We just can't hate each other. Believe what the media is projecting onto people, because they'll do anything to get a juicy story, to get ratings. Because if people stop watching the news, and stop believing the news, guess what's going to happen? They're out of business. Billion-dollar industry is gone. But what will it be replaced with, she says? Love and kindness from your fellow man. And that's what I will leave you with. Thank you so much, Diana, for joining me today. Thank you so much, Watcher, for joining me today. I hope this helped you in some way. Namaste.